Shantanu and Nikhil, thank you so much for joining us. Tell us, what does weekending mean for you in the current scenario?
Well, in the pandemic, every day is a weekend. But when you think about weekends, you always ended up doing things that you love the most outside of work. Unfortunately, we love work so much that we miss it. Now finally we are back. But the weekends have really been about, or weekending rather, has really been about focusing on what our real needs are in life, focusing on what really matters to us. And I think that time spent has been quite amazing.
All right.
Considering that June and July are almost your summer holiday year, months of the year. So we've been doing holiday at home. Yeah. So all this quarantine and isolation have been nothing short of holidaying with your loved one.
All right. Now let's begin. You guys have a brand new campaign. Tell us all about it, and which is for those of you who don't know, you can give all your old clothes from Shantanu and Nikhil back to them, and they will make them brand new.
So really, the idea of re-own, reuse, re-love, the whole idea of just means going back to where we started from. I think in life, especially after this pandemic, it's given us a chance to reflect on what are the opportunities that we have as a brand, and how do we extend ourselves out and ensure that our people we've been working for so many years are inclusive with us and not overproduce. What happens as brands is that many times we're competing at such a large scale that we end up producing too many collections, too many products, too many categories, and then put a lot of pressure on us. This is one of the ways of really pulling back that program of overproducing by getting our customers to come back to us. If they've had a S&N piece with them, we'll value it, we'll upcycle it, and then we'll put it back. You get money for what you bought from us many years ago, could be up until last month or many years ago. And that money that you get is used then further for your purchase.
So you spoke about a new Pret line. Are you reducing the prices for it? Can all the lovers of Shantanu and Nikhil who couldn't afford your clothes earlier look forward to a newer, financially easier on the pocket line?
I think this brand of ours is pretty much democratizing couture, because it still has all the ingredients of Shantanu and Nikhil. It's not a Shantanu Nikhil light. It is actually bridge to luxury. You'll get the same aesthetics, the same sartorial language, so it's really not something very different that you'll see from us. It's got some familiarity, but it's got a touch of spunk to it. And it has a focused and accessible approach.
And I think the most important thing here is the price points are unreal. So your average ticket to get 3 pieces, you don't need to spend more than 25,000 to 30,000, and you can get 3 pieces home, which has never been the case from a couturier.
When he says 3 pieces, it could be an accessory. It could be a piece of clothing. It could be footwear.
Well, pieces is categories and products, right? So you buy a shirt, a trouser, a belt. You can get all of that. You can get a waistcoat, possibly a trouser and a belt. So you mix and match, but you get a combination of up to 3 pieces.
So when is it launching your Pret line and your website?
So everything is ready. We're in testing stage for our website. We should get done now in the next few days.
We should go live with our stores hopefully by the end of this month.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So exciting. Now, you guys are well cushioned. You've been around for a very long time. You have the investment from the Aditya Birla Group. What about the young designer? What advice do you have for them who haven't been around long enough, who don't have a strong client base, who haven't saved enough? Well, how can they survive?
I think get a job. Yeah. Get a job.
Okay.
Don't mess around with dad's money.
Okay. And what about the karigar? What about people who are not buying saris? The karigar who is the real sufferer in all of this. What advice do you have for people out?
I think it's unfair to say that he's the real sufferer. It's unfair because I think that this is one platform where everybody's suffering. We're all suffering. There's no question about it. We have the responsibility of employment. we are also suffering. The government is trying to support as much as they can. Having said that, it has to be a collective effort towards the future, really. I mean, this is not about individuals. It's not about an individual country or individual of a certain area. It's about community. And I think that once we start realizing that if it's the karigar, if it's the hand embroider, the sewer, we're all a part of the same family.
And it's good to see you all work once again and go back to work, as they say. What are you doing to keep your immunity high? Any Ayurvedic tips?
Yeah, every morning my bedside table is like it's an Ayurvedic center from Goa. Yeah. So I've got like mixes made with wheatgrass, garlic, lemon, bunch of things, and then I have my kala jeera pani, then I have garlic, then I have tulsi leaves with almonds and walnuts, and then haldi, kachi haldi. Yeah. Dude, I feel like a walking Ayurvedic shop. You need to tell us, what are you having? Because you're looking so good.
And I'm eating clean, essentially. But but thank you so much. And great talking to you guys. And good luck. With that, it's a wrap of this episode. Do send us your feedback and tell us what you would like to watch. We'll catch you again next weekend. Till then, have a great week.